We are live.
We're live on Into the Essence Podcast, episode 6.
You ready for the intro song?
Let's hear it.
Heard this one.
Intro song of the
couple
week.
weeks ago. Fantastic song. I don't know what... We got to put it in there. Might be too early. I don't know the timing on this. Might have to skip ahead in the song. Dude, it's a tough intro song. But
All right.
It's Willie Nelson and Snoop Dogg.
It's who?
Willie Nelson and Snoop Dogg. It's pretty cool.
Isn't that a new collaboration?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they only put out 2 songs. It's Roll Me Up. He says, roll me up and smoke me when I die, which is just disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to be a part of that, but it's a pretty good song. And Willie Nelson and Snoop is cool.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't want anyone to smoke me when I die.
I wouldn't want to. I'd be fine with somebody smoking my ashes or
Really?
when I die, because I'm not really a big part of that, I don't think. Like, it's not
Okay.
gross for me. I'm just a victim in it, in desecrating a corpse, basically. But the other people doing it, that's like borderline cannibalism, I think. Because you're not eating them, but it's still consuming.
Yes. I guess I don't really have an opinion on whether or not I want to be cremated. That's one decision I got to make later on in life. But are you talking about someone actually smoking you?
Well, I'd assume that you just sprinkle some ashes on.
Like into the
it's
joint?
a cremation, yeah. And you sprinkle some ashes like into a joint. But
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
like I said, I don't care. But would you smoke a person's ashes?
I just don't know how healthy it is.
I think like on the health end of it, like it doesn't really add any or take anything away. Like you're not really getting, it's just like any other ash, really. I think it's just basically carbon at that point. But it's still kind of gross, the idea of it.
It is kind of gross, but it is pretty cool at the same time.
It is cool, but like, what if you did like you didn't do the ashes, you did like somebody's finger?
Yeah, or it might be like, there's a good chance there's going to be a little bit of dick in there, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I just don't think I'd do it. Like, if you were like, hey, I want you to smoke me when I die,
Yeah.
I'd tell you I would, but I'm probably lying.
Okay.
That's one of those things where I want to give you I want to make you feel comfortable in death, but once you're dead, I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
It's almost asking too much.
It is. It's like.
I'm already dead.
Yeah.
Just honor me.
Pretty gross.
It is pretty gross, but I could see how some people might think it's cool.
Yeah, no, I get it's cool. Concept.
You're like smoking the homie and whatnot,
It's not that cool when you say it that way.
Well, if you're Snoop Dogg, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool. What you don't know? You don't have a preference though? Cremation, burial?
Huh. I don't have a preference. I haven't thought of it.
I want to be cremated.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems cool. It just seems like I'd rather get cremated than like just buried. I feel like I don't know. It's kind of the one I prefer.
Okay.
Go out in a ball of flames,
I mean, the traditional way is to, get buried and get put into a casket, but that's expensive, man.
It is expensive.
It's expensive. It's like $20,000 or whatnot, isn't it?
It could be up to that. I think you could do it a little like 10 maybe, but it's going to be expensive.
So I got to pay someone just to die?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you have life insurance, so your family's taken care of and stuff. Like, hey, don't worry after I die. Like, we got insurance coming.
Dude, the least
you
they
got to
could
give
do-
that insurance check to some guy because you died.
Dude, the least they could do is, spot my funeral.
You'd think.
I just died.
Yeah. Yeah, throw a guy a bone.
No, but I don't have an opinion. I guess
Maybe-
cremating doesn't sound too bad.
It's cool.
Maybe get half your ashes spread somewhere and then the other half like someone could keep or whatnot.
I also think urns are weird though. Like if it was like on the mantle,
That is pretty
like
weird.
that's Destry's ashes right there.
Shout out.
Maybe like put them in a back room or something.
Yeah, it starts to get a little weird when we have them out over too long.
Yeah. Yeah, like just a dead guy in that vase over there.
Yeah, it definitely is a little weird. I'm just trying to imagine if I had someone's ashes in a little vase right here in my house.
Yeah, just rub it for good luck before the podcast.
I guess it just depends on your relationship with the person.
Yeah. Kind of depends on your culture too. Like
Yeah.
different people have different preferences. But
Who does that?
who
What cultures?
which cultures like cremate a lot?
Yeah.
I have no idea, honestly.
Seems pretty white.
I think it is. It's also like a Viking thing or like a pirate thing, but that's more like sea related. Like you like light it on fire and like shove them out to sea.
No, I think that's badass.
That is cool. That might be. I think we just settled on how you got to do it.
That's how they do it on Game of Thrones, I think.
That's it. That's what I want done.
Yeah. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah. I haven't watched the
dude.
new House of Dragon.
Oh, dude. You
'Cause-
gotta watch it.
I heard it's really good. I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, I think we're about 4 episodes in. It's
Pretty good?
It's basically just like Game of Thrones, but 200, 300 years ago, whatever.
Is it a good like? Sometimes it can be hard to do a sequel.
No, dude. I feel like it's. I think the same people are making it, so it's pretty similar. It almost just feels like another season of Game of Thrones.
Better than the last season of Game of Thrones? Are they kind of like bringing it back?
Okay, so
Like they ruined it with the last season, and now they're like, we gotta make a comeback.
Yeah. So the thing with the last season of Game of Thrones and the whole series, there's just so much crazy stuff going on. You have White Walkers, you got dragons. I mean, everyone's literally trying to kill each other, right?
Yeah.
So I just feel like there's a lot of madness. Whereas this, I'm not gonna spoil it, but whereas this one is more just focused on this one family and basically the downfall, like just showing how.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, it's pretty cool. There's still dragons. There's no White Walkers or anything because I think those came later and they had already destroyed them before or something. Because, they like come in seasons or whatever.
Yeah.
However that works.
Winter hadn't been there in like
Yeah.
10,000 years or something, so nobody was worried about. The Starks aren't trying to tell every person they ever meet.
No.
It's like when you run a marathon and you have to tell every person you meet. The Starks are just going around. Hey, winter's coming. Do you guys know? I just ran 14 miles.
Winter has been winter in thousands of years, dude.
Like, okay, dude.
Yeah.
Relax.
Some random guy just met out of the forest.
Yeah.
I don't even know you're Stark.
All dirty because you've been traveling for the past 3 days to warn everybody that they're going to die, and they're like, fuck you.
Dude, but it's such an interesting show because you almost kind of wish that you could live in a time like that, right? Even though the consequences are like really bad, it's really intriguing.
You ever are you prepared for a societal collapse? You have some like food stored away?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I think about this a lot.
I was thinking about it because of like all the stuff going on with the railroad and like
It's not looking good.
they came to an agreement, but they got to vote on it, and like so I went to the store and I bought just like I probably got a month's worth of stuff. Like if things got really bad, I don't see that really happening. I think
like you're prepping?
like I have like some food stored
Just in case.
just in case. You never know when like something's gonna happen. You need some food.
No, I think about it a lot, especially with everything that's going on right now. I mean, is Russia still at war with Ukraine?
Oh yeah.
We got a war going
I
on.
think Ukraine's kicking the shit out of them, though. I think Ukraine was like,
Really?
why are we just playing defense? Let's just go attack them.
Let's start bombing them and start.
Let's just start taking Russia.
So it's just not going good.
No, Russia's like, didn't see that coming. They planned for offense. It's like if you had a football game, or if you were in a fight and you were just like, I'll just hit him in the face and win. And then you hit him and he's still just standing there in front of you. And you're like, that was my only plan.
Yeah.
What do you think now?
You're done.
Ukraine's like, well, I think I'll fight too.
You know what? We got some artillery. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. And they have some of the best boxers in the world.
Very true. Lomachenko?
Both Lomachenkos.
There's two of them?
Usyk, yeah. Yeah, 2-for-1 deal on that one.
Dude, I didn't know there's two of them. So this whole time I might have been watching two separate guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how good they are.
Yeah. They're both really good.
I didn't know they were brothers.
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah, but we got a war going on. Food's expensive. I mean,
If a railroad strike did happen, food would be pretty expensive.
oh yeah. They did come to an agreement though?
Yeah. They reached an agreement. It's got to be voted on.
What is that? What was the agreement?
I don't know all the details, but basically my understanding is that there's like 11 different railroad unions across the country. And one of the biggest ones has been working without a contract with the rail companies for like the last 3 years. And so some deadline was coming up, and they had to get a new contract. And like workers were really fighting for a new contract. And so whatever the deadline was, I can't remember. It was last Friday or something. But they came to some kind of agreement arbitrated by the government.
Yeah.
And so they kind of avoided it. So now they just have to vote. So it could still not work out, but it sounds like it's working out.
Yeah, I was hearing Lauren's dad talk about it because he works on the railroad, saying, yeah, we might go on a strike or something.
It'd be wild.
That is crazy. What else is wrong?
I don't think we could really, like, we're even close to being on the verge of some, like, full-scale attack or, like, a civil war or anything like that. I don't think things are that crazy. But
I think we're probably years away from something like that.
yeah. But being prepared doesn't hurt. But
it's still not good the way we're going.
No, we're tough. We're in a tough spot. I think.
Did you see what just happened in Florida? I guess they sent a bunch of immigrants up to some island in New England.
Oh yeah,
where all the rich people live.
Yeah, which was kind of a gangster move.
Isn't that
they
crazy?
did it from Texas too. They're like, because like everything's kind of like in the middle. I always say nobody likes a middleman, but there's so many things that are like the middle idea is probably the right one. You know?
Yeah.
And like a lot of people are like, keep these people out of our country, and like, but you need some form of immigration, and like they have value, and it's literally if you're the best country in the world, which argue that either way, but we're a really well off country. You should have some form of like people on your borders trying to make a better life in your country. Like it's all good stuff, but also you can't have just everybody coming in. Like
can't just open the floodgates.
You have to have some kind of regulation on immigration. So people in like New England that are like, no, everybody needs to come here, all this stuff. They're like, okay, we'll send them up to your area then. You deal with it.
Yeah, because it is the more southern states that have to deal with it.
Yeah.
I mean, we see a lot of that. Maybe not around here, but when I was in Phoenix, dude, oh, it's crazy. Yeah. There's so many, just illegals everywhere, and it's not like that place is very safe. There's crime all over the place, dude. Yeah. There's human trafficking going on. There's all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I'm with you. We just need to regulate it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You just can't let anyone.
There has to be some kind of system, and the system, I guess, is flawed. I don't know that much about it,
flawed, yeah.
But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, but I think about storing some food. I get scared that they're going to freeze the banks or something, man. Or they're going to somehow figure out a way to lock us out of our bank accounts, or I don't know. For some reason, I just think about that. I almost just want to go get all my money in cash and, go store it somewhere. But then
house burns down.
Like, you can't get any of that back. There's no insurance in cash.
Yeah.
Is there? No. It's just gone.
No, there's some kind of like.
You almost have to.
I think you should have some cash, but like.
I have some cash.
Some kind of balance.
It's not like.
Not enough to last you. Yeah.
It's like $20.
Start trading in gold or something.
Yeah.
Get back to the times when you got to trade a goat for like a air mattress or something like that. I don't think that's ever existed in the history of the world, but.
Yeah, man. I just hope something happens because it's going to get scary.
That'd be the crazy part, I think, of like a modern societal collapse is you'd have some kind of, if it was bad and we went back to like a bartering system or like our whole economic system was changed dramatically.
Right.
You'd have all kinds of like modern technologies mixed into a really, really primitive economic system. It'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, it
wouldn't be funny, but
it wouldn't work very well.
It'd be difficult.
Did you see what they did in, I think it's Illinois?
Mm-mm.
You not seen this stuff, man?
I don't watch the news very much.
I don't watch the news. I just saw it on Facebook, I think. But all those, they basically got rid of bail for so many crimes. So now you can just get arrested and then you just stay overnight and they just let you go.
So you should look into it.
Oh yeah, it's like some of the worst crimes there are: murder, rape, robbery. Arson.
That's
it's crazy.
Cool.
I didn't think it was real, but you got to look into it, man. I don't understand.
Me neither.
I just get scared sometimes, dude. I tell Lauren all the time I want to go buy another gun. I don't know why. When the power went out the other day.
How long was yours out?
It was out probably 4 hours. But it's kind of cool when the power goes out because it kind of like takes away all your technology and electricity and comfort, and you start to get like
it's a little eerie.
You get a little eerie, but I kind of like that feeling. You feel like an animal or something again, right? You feel like, all right, I gotta watch out, make sure I'm not being hunted or That's what I think about. But I'm
Kind of,
crazy.
it gives you that feeling.
I'm crazy.
It's cool.
Yeah, because
I
you're
get what
thinking.
you're saying.
You start to think like, oh, okay, what if this is out for another day and then another week, and what if it never comes back on? You're like, whoa.
Yeah, be crazy.
Yeah, it would be crazy. But
What have you been up to?
what have I been up to? Past week, it's been a little slow, honestly. But I guess I've been doing a lot of editing. I just finished up a project with this real estate business, rental business, and made a video from. And then, I just got a couple new drones.
Did you?
Yeah, I got I can't FaceTime right
Who's FaceTiming?
now. Lauren's trying to FaceTime me in the middle of my story.
Damn.
I got a couple new drones.
No respect, dude.
No. I didn't tell her we started this, though, so it's probably my fault. But I got the DJI Mavic 3. It's a little bigger than my drone. Not that you know what that is.
I don't, but expand.
And then I got the DJI Avata, and it's a smaller drone, and I could fly it like inside the house, like around this little area.
Good for interior, like the interior filming.
Yeah, I'm going to start using it to do like one-take drone tours.
That's cool.
Of stuff. And
Dude, that zoom you put on Instagram the other day,
the what?
the zoom, when you were flying and zoomed in on Smiths,
Yeah.
that was insane.
Yeah, that was right in my backyard.
Borderline creepy.
It was 672 meters, like in camera terms, which is
Pretty
very far.
Pretty
Yeah.
creepy. If you're, I don't know that you're not a big time creep, but you can creep on some people.
Dude, I was thinking that. Like, I could,
If you want to.
spare cash. Like, hey, my chick says she's going to Smith's at, 5 p.m.
You'd be a
Can you
private
just-
investigator.
Can you just make sure? Yeah, man, I got you.
That's
I'm open
crazy.
to it.
I bet private investigators are using drones. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, I'd use a drone for sure. Cause, dude, I cannot believe I didn't even know drones could do that. Like the quality isn't that good, but you can still see what's going on.
It was pretty good quality
Yeah.
from fucking 700 yards away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Did we
I
just
don't-
invent drone surveillance?
I don't know if it was 700 yards away. I think it was further than that. But on my camera, it was at 628 millimeters. I mean,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I thought you meant like 600 meters.
I bet you it's farther than that.
It was pretty far. That was
What did you
wild.
ask? Am I going to start doing what?
Private investigating.
I'm open to it, man.
You could. I mean, the business can go any direction.
I got a pilot's license.
The customer comes and asks, you can deliver.
Yeah.
See, this is good because now we're doing ads that actually benefit us, not just fake ads for different companies that don't pay us.
Could you be a private investigator? I feel like I could.
That'd be
Wouldn't that
cool.
be kind of fun?
Yeah. You ever watch Chinatown?
No.
I'm sure I've talked about it because I love that movie. Never even seen the whole thing. I just love the concept of it. He's a private investigator. You feel like Jack Nicholson all the time. It's awesome. He's cool.
Yeah, dude. I think it would be exciting because you're always kind of on the prowl, right? You're trying not to get caught.
Detectives are cool.
They are cool. They're living life to the fullest as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Out there doing stuff.
You get to sit on the side of roads with your window rolled down a little bit and then look in your rear view, watching the house like 10 houses away.
Mm-hmm.
All right, start the car.
Tail somebody.
Yeah.
Surveillance. It's awesome. That's you.
That's me?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so.
Why is that?
Could you imagine us sitting there, lean back in a car so they can't see? They think,
Dude, I'm
they
so
think the
down.
car's empty.
I'm so down.
Just our heads popping up. They're like, we see you guys. Your guys aren't very good. It's the first job. Get off our back. But we're still just sitting there scoping them out.
I might have just found my new thing.
That'd be cool.
I honestly would be so down. Wouldn't that be fun?
Somebody could, like, if I came to you, I wouldn't want it to be like,
Not like anything too crime ridden. Like, hey, I think my wife's cheating on me, or
that feels
something like that.
intrusive. Like, maybe talk to your wife about it. But it'd be cool.
Well, if it's legal,
I think it. I don't know. I
Hey,
think
well,
you have to have a license to be a private
it's a
investigator.
cash
too.
business, all right.
Yeah.
No one's paying with their credit card for a private investigator.
That's true.
Honey, what's this?
Plus, I almost forgot that I believe in the free market. Government doesn't get to tell us not to be private investigators.
I am right there with you. Sometimes I'll be speeding on the road doing about maybe I do the speed limit.
We don't commit crimes.
But sometimes you might be speeding a little bit.
Yeah,
and-
hypothetically, your
yeah,
friend.
Yeah, of course. Right.
Your friend was speeding.
And I just love it when you can't see, those people that write tickets in sight. That's when I feel most free is when I'm doing 90 on some
When
freeway.
you're doing 90 in a 45.
Dude, I feel the most free when I'm on the freeway. I can't see anyone behind me or anyone in front of me for a while, and you just punch it and do like 100.
You got some good music on?
Oh, yeah, you got some music bumping. You're living life.
Feel alive.
There's no rules.
It's awesome.
I feel alive.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. It's getting rough around here, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dude, people got shot around here. That's kind of... Guy got shot in Needles. That doesn't happen every day.
Really?
Yeah. Some guy from California, cops pulled him over and shot him.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, he tried to get their gun.
Right under the bridge, too?
Yeah, right up High School Hill.
Huh. Wow. Yeah, Lauren was telling me, I think it was yesterday, that this lady in Bullhead City was robbing a house repeatedly, and someone called the cops on her. And it just so happened this house happened to have a mummified body in the bathtub.
That would be tough.
Yeah.
Tough to deal with as a cop.
Yeah. And I guess it's been in there for a year.
Damn.
Like they wrapped it up and just...
That's really sad.
Isn't that disgusting?
Yeah. Lighter news.
I know. I feel like we're getting heavy over here.
Yeah, that's incredibly sad.
Yeah. All right. Lighter news. What have you been up to?
Drawn maps. Like the Merriweather Lewis.
Really?
Las Vegas commercial electrical design.
Merriweather Lewis.
Yep.
You draw maps for poles?
We do a lot of mostly underground. A lot of places up there you can't put poles in.
I like that. I like the underground electrical system.
Why?
Because it's smarter, man.
Poles don't get knocked over.
Poles don't get knocked over. You don't got to do, certain maintenance on them poles are kind of ugly too, right?
That's why they don't like them. A lot of like Henderson, I think, maybe a couple different jurisdictions up there. They don't even let you put new poles in.
So how does that process work? Doing it underground, you just got to put some conduit in.
Yeah, find an efficient route to run it, and lay trench, put conduit in, and.
But do you got to like dig up the streets and stuff, or?
It depends on where you're going. Try not to. Try to find the cheapest way to do it.
Really?
But some places you have to.
Yeah.
So it's harder in that regard, I think. Like poles, I think you can put in, and I could be wrong. I'm not like the expert on electrical systems. I just design them, so I got to get better at it, I guess. But I don't know. That's how it works. Just dig trenches, lay pipe.
I like that.
Do the maps.
I was thinking, why don't they do that more often around here? Is it more expensive?
Probably more expensive.
But with all the windstorms and stuff, right?
Yeah, it would be. There are some sections around here that have it. It just kind of depends. I think it's a lot more expensive, though, now that you say it.
Yeah. But it sounds like a better idea. I think they have that problem in the Hollywood Hills, too. They have just a bunch of power poles everywhere, and you see it. It's like,
it is pretty ugly.
Yeah, it doesn't even look nice.
It doesn't run the electricity as efficiently. So there are probably some sections like you'd have to have it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's cool though. Electrical systems overall are cool. Like they're running energy just all over the place. It's pretty crazy.
And you get to see where all of it goes. Mm-hmm. We kind of are in the same profession.
How so?
You're looking at maps, on a computer maybe, but sometimes I'm looking at the ground and it kind of looks like a map from a drone.
Yeah. We use overhead imaging is a big part of it.
Really?
Having to figure out where.
Who's your drone guy?
I don't have a drone guy per se.
Okay.
You're my drone guy.
I'm glad.
Dude, I don't know if it's a bad thing. I would say this is just weird. I don't cry very often. I'd say I cried 4 times in the last month.
Really?
Crazy.
What's been going on? Why are you crying?
I was listening to a podcast about the Civil War, and I don't know if I've ever told you, but William Sherman is just my favorite human being that's ever lived.
Wow.
He's one of the greatest people I've ever heard of.
William Sherman?
Yeah, Tecumseh. He was a Civil War general. He just did it all. He's just a great guy. He was kind of crazy, but also just a genius. Probably kind of a dick to be around. He probably wouldn't be that fun of a guy.
Yeah.
But really awesome guy. And during the Civil War, two of his sons, like kid sons, died.
Wow.
While he's out fighting a war. And they were just kind of detailing the story, and it made me cry.
Wow.
It was really sad. And then there was another story about George Washington, made me cry. Basically just history. I listen to history podcasts.
You're nostalgic.
Just sit there and have a good cry.
Yeah.
Just let it out. Then on 9/11, there was a story. I cried. Then watching Top Gun.
Dude, you cry about history.
Yeah.
You're not even crying about stuff that's like, yeah, I'm a little bit depressed and been lonely.
Nope. I just put a history podcast on and have a good cry.
Well, I guess that's pretty cool. It's better than crying about, yourself.
Yeah. Dude, you hear a story about a guy fighting a war and 2 of his sons die. It's crazy sad. Brings the mood down.
You are a historian, though.
Mm-hmm.
Are you, could you technically be a librarian if you think so?
Oh, yeah. I applied for a job as a librarian once.
Really?
Well, I was a librarian, actually, in college. I worked in the library. One of the best jobs I've ever had.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I just sit there and drink coffee and eat cookies and read a book. It was awesome.
What was the worst part of the job? Or was there any bad
People
parts?
talking in the library.
But is it kind of fun when you get to shush them?
Hey, shh. Come on, man. It's a library.
You say that to them?
Yeah.
Just makes them feel bad, too?
They're like, my bad.
That is pretty crazy, though. Once you enter a library, like, okay, be quiet.
Just take it easy.
Like, you hear anything. That is pretty cool. I kind of want to go to a library now.
Libraries are weird.
Yeah.
Because, like, public libraries, I went to a public library in Paso Robles, and a lot of homeless go to libraries because it's like AC, you can go in there. It's like a really quiet place. It's better than being on the streets. So it's kind of like...
Get your life together.
Yeah, read a book.
Yeah.
Read about economics, stuff like that. So, but I saw a guy masturbating in a public library bathroom once. And I was like, that wasn't that cool of a thing to do, guy.
I was going to say, do you listen to Theo Vaughn?
Hmm?
Do you listen to Theo Vaughn?
Yeah.
He's got a joke about when he was a kid, he was so horny, he'd go to the library and go to like the nude, books or magazines or whatever, and he'd squeeze the pages on his dick. Like, squeeze it as hard as he could.
See, that's kind of the problem with the public libraries. You got Theo Vaughn dick in all the books, and so it's kind of a weird. But libraries are cool overall.
Yeah, it is kind of a weird place. They got public computers there, right? Like, what are people doing on the computers?
I don't know. Watching porn.
They must be.
Or doing research, or both.
Oh, this is good. I put the TV on. We're watching some dolphins in a cage. I just saw some videos on Facebook the other day about the killer whales and the cages in SeaWorld and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How they kill their trainers. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
They'll pull them down and just hold them under and, drag them all over the place.
Yeah. They're like, hey, let me out, please.
Do you think they're doing that on purpose? They just don't know they can't breathe water.
What I heard is that there's never been a killer whale attack on a human in the wild.
Really?
So I think it's on purpose.
Yeah, dude, you gotta... Did we talk about this last time?
Yeah, we talk about whales a lot.
Yeah.
Whales are cool. It's important to talk about.
Wow. You gotta think... Yeah, that's a person handling a bear. You gotta think the whales are sad, though, in those tanks. I mean, they're not as big as you think they are for a whale.
They're pissed.
They're in a fishbowl.
Yeah. I
Do
wouldn't want to be in a
stupid tricks
fishbowl.
for some tuna or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Sardines.
Some fat idiot's paying to watch you do a backflip.
Yeah,
Which sounds cool, actually, when you say it that way. I'd do that.
You'd be the trainer?
No, if some fat idiot was going to pay me to do a backflip, I'd try a backflip.
Yeah.
But I can also go wherever I want afterward. They have to stay there.
They have to because they can't breathe air. It's either that they get let
Whales
back in
do.
the ocean. You think they would come up with something where...
Wait. Whales breathe air.
Oh, that's right. That is true. Huh. But they just can't do anything on land. They're just...
Yeah. It's the not having feet thing that really gets them.
Yeah, I guess that is their problem. They can breathe. Yeah.
They can breathe air, which is kind of a bad position to be in. It's kind of like if we had to live... No, it's not. I don't know.
It's kind of like whales are humans trapped in whale bodies.
Yeah.
They can breathe air. They can think like... they're pretty smart. I don't know if they think like humans.
They're pretty smart, though.
They're pretty smart. They kind of got it bad.
Yeah. Except the ones out in the ocean, they got it good.
Yeah, you
They
think
just dominate the ocean.
Yeah, you think they come up with some sort of barrier they could, create in the ocean, like a huge really strong net or something to enclose whatever animals they want in that area, right?
SeaWorld.
Or
It's
they
just not big enough.
Or they just make a really big aquarium in the ocean,
Probably be too expensive.
like a big dam.
That'd be cool.
Or we just put them all in Lake Mead.
If it's that big, though, I think they'd have a problem, like getting them to do stuff. I think the confinement makes them more like,
Yeah,
makes them have to listen.
they have to. What
Yeah.
else are they gonna do?
Because if they can just go catch a seal over there, why are they going to come do a backflip for one?
Yeah.
Splash everybody in the splash zone.
So how's the new place?
It's cool. It's cool.
You still adulting?
Yeah, working on it.
Anything crazy happen
No, played some basketball the other day. It was cool.
at your gym or your complex? Or
Yeah. 1-2 games of horse, not to brag.
Indoor?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not even them outdoor courts.
No. Climate controlled, son.
White privilege.
What else was there?
What?
What do you got going on?
I don't know. I'm trying to sell my dirt bike and my jet ski.
Why?
If you want to buy it, both of them.
No.
I don't know, dude. I've been thinking about if I ever want to ride again.
Ever?
Yeah, I guess that's a little too expensive.
I'm never going to ride a motorcycle or jet ski again in my life.
No, I've just been thinking about if I'm ever going to ride that bike again. I don't know. I haven't ridden it forever. It's been hot. And I don't really have anyone to ride with anymore, you know?
Dad and uncle been riding at all? It has been hot. It's been the summer.
Yeah, I mean, my dad's still got a bike, and they ride it a little bit, but I'm not really into... I'm kind of over that desert stuff. I kind of just want to go ride a track, you know? I like to go hang with the track, have fun,
Yeah.
jump stuff. I think I just like to jump. And I think that's why I like doing the drones, too, for some reason. I was thinking about that yesterday.
You like being in the air?
I think so.
You should be a pilot.
I am.
Oh, yeah?
No, I don't think I'd ever be a pilot, though. That's too risky. I'm not trying to, you know.
Most pilots don't die, though.
It happens.
Well, all pilots eventually die, but most of them don't get in plane crash.
Yeah, most pilots don't ever die.
If you're a pilot, you are pretty guaranteed not to die.
I think I like the feeling. I just don't like it that much to where I'm like, yeah, I want to die over this.
Yeah, it is pretty scary.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You are making that decision every time. It's like, yeah, I'm okay.
That's
I mean, not that
living
you're going
life,
to.
though.
They're pretty safe still. Like if a helicopter stalls or whatnot, you can safely land it, but it's like, you know, what are the odds still?
Helicopters are harder.
I heard they're actually safer than planes.
Really?
Yeah, because you have more control and they're a lot smaller.
Huh. It seems like it'd be backwards because when a helicopter stalls, you can do that one maneuver where you like dive it in really hard and pull up and it like glides you in. I don't know how it works, but it seems like a plane, if it stalled, you could just kind of glide it.
Yeah, but I think the problem with the plane is you have to have like a long runway.
You got to have somewhere to land it.
If you don't have a, you know, like an open prairie or, you know, a nice open highway.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're in the mountains or something. You're screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough.
There's no chance. But helicopter, you could. So what they do is the propellers are still going, but they're still going so fast that you're kind of just like gliding. And then once you get to the bottom, you kind of change the rotation of the helicopter so it pushes you like that, and then you like softly land.
That's pretty cool.
But I'm not a pilot.
It sounds like you're a pilot.
No, I've watched a few Facebook videos on
I
it.
heard Bill Burr talking about it too, and he was saying like a lot of the accidents, which some situations would be hard to avoid, but a lot of the accidents are people who are either flying too low or too slow, and they don't give themselves time to be able to do that. Like you could do it safer where you're not putting yourself in position, like basically limiting problems or things that can go wrong.
Yeah, I actually crashed my drone the other day again.
You got a lot of accidents.
I think it's just part of it, man. But it was my FPV drone, so those are a lot easier to crash, and there's no like safety on them.
Why is that a lot easier to crash?
Because it's like a basically like an anti-gravity 360 drone. Like you can do anything you want with it. You can go upside down, you can go sideways. Wherever you point the camera, you're going.
So there's just a little more room for error?
Oh, yeah, because there's no safety on it. There's no like sensors. Oh, we're close to the ground. don't crash. There is, but you got to press a button, and then it'll find itself and level out. But yeah, you're just going a lot faster, and you're doing crazier stunts.
How'd you crash it?
I was just flying it right here in my backyard, and I was doing good. I was doing really good. I was on full manual FPV, so you got the throttle on one side, and then you got basically your direction on the other side. So, and it's like super quick too. It's like the most sensitive video game you could ever play. But I guess I was too low, like you were saying, and I just didn't have time to correct and lost service. And next thing you know, my drone's in pieces. But it's crazy because I didn't even feel like I was really out of control. Just all of a sudden,
just in the blink of an eye, all went
yeah,
wrong.
just all of a sudden you're done. Like shit.
You ever wear VR goggles?
Oh, that's what I wear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. I could actually hook you up. You could put the goggles on and try it.
That'd be cool.
I got another FPV drone. But yeah, that's why I love it, because you literally feel like you're flying.
Yeah.
It feels like you're in the most like agile stunt plane there is through the VR goggles. It's pretty crazy.
Awesome. Yeah, puts you there.
Yeah, it's like a cruiser, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that would be cool to ride one of those around in Needles.
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was really fun.
You're just riding a motorcycle in the streets of Needles.
Yeah.
Did you feel alive?
Felt alive. More alive than I've felt in years.
Taking on the freeway or no?
No. Because it's old and it's like we just finished it and it's still got like some fuel problems where like it wants to die. So try to keep it on the safer roads.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though. But I was living 14 different places, so I was just like buying parts and sending them back here, and my dad was doing the work. So
Hey, that's nice.
It's partnership, you know.
If I could do that with my dad, I'd send him all the parts.
He's got a bike.
Yeah.
Start buying parts
he
for it.
sold them.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. It was just too much work.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of work. I mean, you got to tear the whole thing. Those are big engines too.
Yeah.
It's not like
He
they're
had
just,
a bigger one too.
Yeah, it's not like they're a simple dirt bike engine.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take the whole thing apart. I kind of want to buy one, but it's just dangerous up here, I think.
Yeah.
Want to be? I feel
95
like
is dangerous, so like in general.
no, I guess you just got to live a little, right? I think it would be fun to take that back road from Oatman, like on a bike, because it's just a two-way road.
Which back road?
Pretty empty. Up there where that Goldfish Pond is, you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking
It's over there by Oatman. There's a little pond full of goldfish. People put goldfish in it. It's like a spring.
And just random people drop off goldfish?
Yeah, it's off 66, I think.
Do they survive? Like, do you have like, are there like huge goldfish in it?
I think people put goldfish in there so often they don't really know.
Oh.
There's always goldfish.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Yeah, but it sounds pretty cool.
I've only been to Oatman like 2 times probably in the last 15 years.
I went probably a couple months ago. It's not that great.
It's cool, but it's like, we're here. What do we do?
All right. I guess it was pretty cool. I mean, you do kind of feel like you go back in time when you go there. Like you've put the phone away or, just hang out. But I guess it's pretty cool. There was a little bar area. Then they had some food, a little restaurant. It's like an old school bar. They had a little stage. This guy was performing with his acoustic guitar and singing on the mic. And there's like dollar bills all over the place. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I guess it's kind of
It's a
one
cool
of those
experience.
things, too, where when you live in the area, you kind of take things for granted. But then people come and they think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, going somewhere else, we probably go do stuff that,
People think you're lame.
yeah, they're like, what, do you think this is cool? And we're like, yeah, we don't see it every day.
Yeah.
I think that might be what's going on.
Yeah. I've been wanting to plan another trip to Hawaii, I think.
I want to go to Hawaii.
It's not that great.
Kind of lame.
Yeah. No, but I just want to sell it. 'Cause, I mean, it's a perfect bike, but it's just kind of old. Who am I kidding? It's not that old. I'm just not into it anymore. I kind of get scared of crashing sometimes. Crashing sucks.
Yeah. We went out 2 weeks ago, I think. Reuben Crash broke his collarbone.
Oh, no way.
Kind of a bummer.
Wow.
It was I was laughing kind of.
You're laughing.
And
Okay.
it made me laugh. Once you confirm your friend's okay, like,
How is he okay? He broke his collarbone.
he's fine. Like, it
Yeah.
sucks, but I don't know. If I broke my collarbone and you were laughing, I'd probably start laughing too.
Hey, well, I did break my collarbone.
It's not funny.
Wasn't
I
too
shouldn't
funny.
have laughed.
It's in the most pain I've ever experienced in my life.
That's what he said.
Really?
Yeah, he said it hurt really bad.
How did he get back home?
Road.
Wow.
I didn't know he had a broken collarbone.
Not that bad.
He didn't. He played it off. He was tough about it.
Like, yep.
He's like, yeah, it hurts. I'm okay though. And then he rode back to the house. He's like, yeah, that was extremely painful.
Yeah, dude. I remember riding down the mountain with my broken collarbone in the truck. I think it was pretty bad though. I think it was like bad enough, but it wasn't too bad where they had to do surgery. It was like right there. But you should have seen the X-rays. That's how it looked. Just like.
Is it still all goofy?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Got like that much of a little.
Little bump there.
Yeah, that's actually my little bit.
Is it in one piece now?
Yeah, seems stronger than it was before.
Really?
I don't know.
Damn.
You think so, right? Because it's not straight now. It's kind of at an angle, and there's just a big ball of bone.
So it's got a little like.
It's got a little reinforcement. It's also part of my
rigidity to
defense too.
Part of your defense?
Yep.
What do you mean?
Like if someone comes in on me,
You can kind of tuck your chin behind your.
you know how Conor McGregor does that little shoulder strike?
Yeah.
I do it with my collarbone.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yep.
You grew a weapon basically. You're like a rhinoceros.
Yeah, it's basically like a small little horn when you think about it.
That's cool. Damn. So you recommend breaking your collarbone?
Yeah, I don't headbutt.
You just call. I should break mine.
Yeah, I just use my shoulder. For some reason, all I want to talk about is food right now.
What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking about a nice sandwich with a side of French fries. Honestly.
Sounds good. You want to grab some food after this?
Where at?
Where's what's that place up the road next to
Dandy's?
Across the street from the Human Bean.
Dandy's?
Dandy's, yeah, they
or
got
Bonanza?
good. Dandy's has good sandwiches. Okay, we're out on Dandy's.
I mean, I don't want to out them or anything, but sandwiches
Kind of shitty.
kind of lacking.
Oh, step your game up.
And
Dandy's?
do you know how often I go to Dandy's?
No, I don't.
Probably once a week.
You just keep going there even though you don't like it.
No, but I get the teriyaki bowl. So I get teriyaki chicken.
It's a good teriyaki bowl.
It's
You
a
gotta
good
give 'em some
teriyaki bowl. And
credit.
you get a salad. I'm all for it. You get a salad, some meat, and some rice. That's all you need.
I agree. But
Right.
don't get a sandwich there.
No, I don't get the sandwiches. I got a cheeseburger one time, and it just wasn't that great.
I got a sandwich there once. I liked it. Give them some credit.
Yeah, is Hooch's good?
It's a fun place.
It's a fun place.
I wouldn't go just have a meal if I wasn't having some beers.
Yeah. Huh.
Speaking of that, I'm done drinking for a while.
Really?
Officially.
Yeah.
I got to lose some tonnage.
What'd you do last night?
A couple beers. But now, that was last night. That doesn't count. It's not today. The past is past. The future's now.
That's right.
Moving forward.
So why are you done now?
Because I'm fat. I got to get in shape. And I got pulled into... I got some runs coming up in March and April.
Yeah.
And so I got to get in shape. And I'm
That's cool. Oh, yeah, you are
egregiously out of shape.
You are a marathon guy.
I am.
You got that. You're kind of like a triathlete, right?
I'm doing a triathlon.
Really?
Yeah.
That'll
a
be
sprint
cool.
triathlon. It's a little shorter.
In how much?
March.
No, how much do you weigh right now? I didn't know.
About 210.
You sent me a text the other day. You're on the road to 180.
Yeah.
I forgot to text you back. I'm sorry.
I know you did. It's okay.
I mean, I didn't forget. I actually thought about it like the day after, but I thought it was too late.
It's okay. It's one of those things where we don't talk unless it's on the podcast because it
Hey,
rings.
I acknowledged it though. Just know I read it and I acknowledged it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Do you ever do that? Sometimes you think you text people back. You're like, shit, I didn't text them back.
When I got hired at Aquatic, Sam Warner, I originally was talking to him about it, and we were out drinking, so I texted him the next day. I was like, hey, tell me about this job, blah, blah, blah. And he never texted me back. So I ended up hearing about it from Alana, and she ended up getting the job, talking to him. I see Sam, I'm like, hey, what the hell, man? You never text me back. He's like, I text you back. I wrote out this whole long thing.
Oh my
and he looked
gosh.
back in his text messages, and he had big old paragraph typed out, but never sent it.
Wow.
He thought he sent it. And I was like, damn.
So she got a job over you?
No, I ended up getting the job. She's
Oh.
brought me back to the job
Oh, okay.
because you never text me back.
Yeah, I do that a lot actually too. Just type a message and then you might think about it for a second if you want to send it and you don't press send.
I'm pretty bad about it too. Sometimes texting I don't really like texting that much.
Yeah, sometimes it could be too much. Like I feel like I'm a pretty fast texter. You know, most of the time if you text me, I'll probably just text you back.
Not all the time.
Except for Kobe. No. But there will be times like that where you just forget. But I think now more and more I'm starting to forget a little bit, like on purpose almost.
Like, I just don't want to be in a conversation all day.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, it's okay to have time to yourself sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Like, all right, I don't need to be 100% accessible to this person right now or the whole world right now.
Sometimes you just want to kick back and not have to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Over text message.
Dude, I'm starting to put my phone in the room at like 7 o'clock after I shower or something. Just put it on the charger and watch TV out here and just hang out.
Yeah, don't worry about things.
Yeah, it's nice when you don't have to. It's crazy how much it changes your like outlook or
stare at a
feeling.
screen all day.
And I'm bad at it, dude.
I do the same thing. Like I work on a computer.
Yeah.
Just being, which I'm also just a hypocrite because I'll just get on Instagram and scroll for fucking 14 hours.
I do the same thing, man.
But
it's tough. That just shows you how much of a grip they have on us.
Yeah. That's why I got to not be a fat guy anymore. Also, the other thing was I was watching the videos on this from the side, and just my face makes me want to throw up. I'm sick of being a fat guy.
All right, dude, let's do it.
Let's fucking work out. Let's
lose 30 pounds.
Yeah, easy.
I still got to gain 10 pounds.
Yep.
I've gained 10 pounds on my 20-pound journey.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
Nice. I've lost 5.
I feel like I put on weight.
I haven't weighed myself, but I'm flirting with another belt loop.
See, you're almost in a harder position, though, because you got to lose the weight. You got to eat good and work out.
I don't really gotta eat good. Biggest thing
you
for me...
should probably eat good.
But it would help. But I just have to run extreme distances and not get drunk.
Dude, I don't even know if it's the drunk part. You could probably still get drunk if you want to switch it up to tequila or something, but...
It's still like...
Like, how much are you drinking? Like, beer? That's not good.
Beer makes you fat.
Dude, I think you just got to get rid of beer.
Last night, like, had 5 beers. You don't think it's like a big thing, but then you eat, like, you add in 1,000 to 2,000 calories just...
That's how much that is?
5 beers is going to be 500 calories.
Jeez.
And that's just like sitting back, relaxing. You're not even like, partial drinking problem, possibly, but.
Yeah, you got a beer right now. It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
If you're really getting boozed up, though,
yeah.
Like, say you drink 10 beers. That's 1,000 calories.
That's a full meal.
Yeah. Then you're probably eating pizza.
Oh.
You're probably eating like a fat ass.
Chicken wings.
Yeah. You probably just housed 2,000 calories in 3 hours for no reason.
And didn't even work out.
No.
I think you just got to lay off the beer, man.
I think so, too.
I think you need to... I mean, you could do whatever you want if you're trying to go sober or whatever, but try and switch up the alcohol, because that's why I drink those White Claws and stuff. I mean, I know you guys always low-key make fun of me. I could just see it in your little beady eyes.
Yeah.
You're like...
Okay.
You know, you don't let me in your circle. That's cool. I'll hang out with the girls because they're all drinking White Claws. But
for me, though, also, and this is, I think, just like almost like a personality trait. Like, I'm not good at just having a couple drinks.
Yeah.
Also, like,
you trying to get it.
I'm not even trying to. I just am like, I get caught up in having fun, and I'm like, have another beer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not good at it. Anything, like, I don't have, even if we're just hanging out, like, I'll be the last I'll just stay up with whoever's still up. Like, I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't shut it down well. I'm not like a good have 2 beers and leave at 9 o'clock kind of guy.
Maybe you should just cut it all out, man.
That's why I think I got to go.
I think you need to start hiking.
I don't want to hike. I don't
like
hiking.
Dude.
I'd rather run.
I think when you hike, you find the answers.
Why walk when you could run, though?
Why run when you could hike? That's what they say.
You just run it, though.
You
I'm
could
like,
run?
if we're going to the top of the mountain, why don't we run there?
Would you be opposed to running while you hike?
Like a trail run?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I would do.
That's what I love to do when I was in Phoenix. we would go on the. I don't.
We ran down that mountain.
Yeah,
That was
dude,
crazy
wasn't that
dangerous.
the funnest stuff
that
ever?
was so much fun.
How fun
But
was that?
if somebody falls, you're falling for a while.
But that was the.
It was fun.
I kind of miss doing that.
That's what I'm saying. Run that instead of walking it.
So we walked on the way up. Did we run? I don't think we ran.
walked on the way up.
So is that acceptable?
Yeah, that was fun.
But on the way down, you have to run.
You got to include some running.
Yeah, maybe we'll get back into hiking. There's a cool hike in Havasu. You ever done it?
Nope.
All right.
I don't hike very much.
Yeah, it's in Sarah Park. You know where that is?
Nope. Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you never go to Havasu?
Yeah, I've been to Havasu.
That's
I used
cool.
to
You
work
could
in Havasu back when I was a bartender.
You could see the whole lake. It's badass.
That's cool.
But yeah, running down a trail is not safe. But
No.
you feel so alive,
Yeah,
don't you?
it's awesome.
You're like, I don't know, you jumping down stuff.
Yep.
It's almost like parkour.
Yeah. It's like parkour for guys who don't do parkour.
Yeah. No, I just think when you hike, you know you're struggling, but once you get to the top,
It's beautiful. You get to the top.
you're the only one up there.
When we were on the on those rocks,
Does it make you feel cool?
no, I'm terrified up there.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were like
Yeah,
squatting.
yeah. I'm a dense guy.
Yeah, you're not very like light on your feet.
I'm pretty agile.
Okay.
Don't try to throw
sorry,
these things
sorry,
at me. I'm extremely agile. I just like to be on flat ground.
I
yeah,
do
I
too.
didn't like that at all, though. You're
But I
like,
kind of like that.
I know you did.
Did you see it?
Yes. See, and even right now, your eyes light up. You're like, let's fucking do it. I'm like, yeah, the ground's cool too.
Yeah, but what's really gonna happen, dude?
Falling off.
But there was only like one point where if you fell off, like it wouldn't be good, and that was in the way back. We weren't even over there, were we?
When we were up on top, that was.
But don't you feel like you're on top of the world and your feet are just hanging off? And
I don't get that feeling. No,
I love that.
I kind of feel like I want to throw up.
Let's go do it right now.
No, I'll watch you do it.
Yeah. Might have to do some more hiking, but yeah, man, lay off the booze.
Yeah, done boozing for a while.
So, what's your plan of attack for losing 30 pounds, and what's your time frame?
I'd like to be down 30 by like the new year, maybe.
Wow, it's a good goal.
Just stop drinking and run every day.
Yeah, I think you just stop drinking, eat clean, run.
I like to eat.
I know, but just tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe instead of going, where's your favorite restaurant up there?
Usually, and that's the other thing. I haven't been going out as much. So I have been eating better. I actually just found this Mexican place by where I work. Just good Mexican food.
You ever heard of Panera Bread?
Yeah.
Place is awesome.
It's pretty good.
It's crazy what a little bit of bread can do, right? If you got the right bread,
Makes it good.
you know, you got this white bread that you buy in the stores, not even comparable to what they got there.
No. I eat wheat bread usually.
That's one thing I love is a nice craft bread.
Fancy.
It's right.
It is. It is good. Bread is really good.
It's real bread. This stuff that we buy nowadays, it's not real bread.
See, I buy high quality bread when I go to the grocery store.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you buy?
The good stuff. The stuff that has, it's probably not even high quality, just whatever has like oats on the outside of it. You know what I'm talking about?
Like it says oats?
No, it has like some herbs and some oats
Okay.
on the outside. It makes it look fancy.
But is it from the bread aisle or is it from the like...
It's from the bread aisle.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I'd have to go to the bakery and like get
You got to go to the bakery, man.
really high quality bread.
But I buy the same stuff because Lauren doesn't let me buy the other stuff.
It's like 3 times as expensive.
Yeah.
But you just got to go do it.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So yeah, weight loss and weight gain journeys. Body improvement journeys. That's what we're all about here. Health.
Yeah, I really got to put on 10 pounds, and it's almost easier for me to lose weight because you just don't have to eat. You just work out.
Yeah. I hate working out and I love eating. Makes it difficult.
Yeah, sounds like you got a bad combo.
I got a journey ahead.
You got a journey ahead, but just put on some David Goggins.
Make you want to run through a wall. Have you seen Top Gun?
No.
It's so good.
Really?
Yeah, I cried during that too. I just cry.
I'm surprised.
I just love a good cry.
A good cry is good sometimes.
Just clear out the system. Cry out those demons.
I feel like your crying is better than my crying because sometimes Lauren and I will be watching, I don't even know, some stupid show. like some Married at First Sight show or something like that, and it'll just be like, you know.
In Top Gun, any like father-son scene in a movie, crying.
Yeah.
Crying. Top Gun, I don't want to spoil anything.
Proud of you, son.
I'm going to spoil a little bit here, so do with that what you will. At the end of the movie, did you see the first Top Gun?
No.
So his best friend dies in the first Top Gun. And then at the end of the second one, he's got like these pictures on this like board thing with Tom Cruise and his best friend. And then he has a picture with Tom Cruise and his best friend's kid who he now flies with. And I was like, friendship. So
start bawling in the theater.
Oh, dude, just a mess.
You look over, see if anyone else is crying. They're just looking at you.
Cry right now.
Yeah, dude, I'm hungry. I can't stop thinking about food. How long have we been
hungry
doing this
too.
freaking thing? Since 9:57. It's been 40 minutes. For some reason, the only thing I can think about is talking about food right now.
You know what I'm thinking about?
What?
Makes me mad, kind of. Guys, like the celebrity boxing, getting out of hand.
Paul versus Silva.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Did you see Adrian Peterson get knocked out by Le'Veon Bell?
Yeah.
Why?
He
Why,
had no
Adrian?
business being inside of that ring.
You're one of the all-time great running backs in the history of the NFL. You rushed for 2,000 yards in a season.
What was he doing inside of there?
Why do you have to box? Is it about money? This is a lesson in finance is what it is. If you're at a point in your life where you're making millions of dollars, don't put yourself in a position where 15 years later you have to box and get knocked out by some YouTuber. In this situation, it was another running back. But
Yeah.
like you just have to get knocked out on national TV when you were a multi-millionaire 10 years ago.
Okay, well, how good is the money, you think? Did you see how much you got paid for that?
I didn't. But it can't be that good. Nobody watched it. They sold like 30 tickets.
It can't be that good. I didn't even hear about it.
No, it's not like a hype. Like who's excited to watch Le'Veon Bell and Adrian Peterson?
Do you think it was just something he wanted to do?
Why?
You don't think he willingly, like, oh, this is my mission. I want to do this? Or you think it was all just a cash grab? Like, fuck.
Why? I just don't understand. Like, why is that your mission at that point? You're 40 years old. Like, you should be a millionaire still. Just chill out, dude. If you want to have a goal, like, don't make it getting punched in the face when you're 40.
But what if he genuinely thought he could get in there and give someone the business? Then you wouldn't be saying that. If he knocked out the other guy.
Because if that was his goal, I feel like it'd be more like not doing it at the celebrity boxer level. Like, go in and train and fight and, like, build your way.
He looked terrible.
It just wasn't good.
It was terrible. The other guy knew what he was doing, too. It looked like.
God.
That's the worst. Is like you see a guy getting all loose and, like, you know, throwing some cool combinations, and you just got another guy who's just looking at the headlights.
Like, my point is, like, you're at the top of the world. You're a champion.
Yeah.
Tyron Woodley was a champion. Why go get a guy's name tattooed on your hand and then go get knocked out by him? Like, why are we doing this? I get it's for money, but you made millions.
I definitely lost respect for Tyron Woodley.
Like, you're at the top of the mountain. Don't voluntarily jump off.
But then again, Tyron Woodley made more money doing that than he ever did at the UFC in his entire career. So it's like, how do you blame him if he's making fat payday?
Yeah.
You probably sell yourself out too, right?
Yeah, I would, but I'm also not a professional fighter. And, like, I don't have as much problem. The Adrian Peterson thing bothered me because he made a lot of money in his career.
Oh, dude, for the NFL?
Yes, he made a ton of money. He played in the NFL for 10 years.
Dude, most of those guys piss off that money.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
this
crazy.
is a lesson in finance. Stop blowing your money.
I just saw a video of Dwayne Wade's estate somewhere in the East or something. But he's got, like, a huge pond around his castle of a house. How much do you think that place costs?
Probably a lot.
Hundreds of millions, I'm sure.
You have a moat. It's cool, I get it, but make sure you're in a good spot to be able to buy a castle with a moat.
It's pretty cool.
If Dwayne Wade started boxing, that's like you fell off.
Yeah.
Like you're boxing for 30 people bought tickets to see you fight.
You think it's Dwayne Wade now? He's great, right? He's probably he's a pretty popular basketball player.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best financially.
Yeah.
Smart businessman.
I hope so.
But if he was to go in there and box, he'd get knocked out by Jake Paul.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah. For some reason, I feel like Jake Paul has a chance in this Anderson Silva fight, though. I feel like he's always got a chance. I feel like he's game.
Yeah. He's also 25 years old. He's a kid. Like, once you're 40, this is my point. Like, you don't still have people respect you. You don't have to feel like you still have something to prove. Like,
where Jake does.
He's on the come up. He's a kid. That's what this is being young's about. Like, once you're old, like, you got respect. You've done it.
Like, he's probably not even in his prime yet. He's only been boxing for a couple of years.
Yeah, he's a kid doing, like, even Anderson. If you get knocked out by Jake Paul,
it's so much pressure.
Like, I don't know.
If he gets knocked out by Jake Paul, how do you not lose a little bit of respect for the guy?
You do.
I mean, even though he had a great career in the UFC and everything, doesn't it take away from it a little bit?
It does.
He got beat by a Disney kid. Seriously.
Yeah. Makes me mad.
It's difficult. I really hope.
I don't want to see him get knocked out.
I mean, logically, you would think that Anderson Silva has all the tools necessary to make this guy look like a clown, which he probably will, right? But you never know.
You don't. Like,
he could get
Jake
clipped.
Paul's training really hard.
Yeah, you see him jump roping. That's how you know someone's training, when they're jump roping that good. I respect that.
Yeah, jumping ropes hard.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go fight this guy, who he has that. Maybe Anderson still got it, but like these guys also don't have that like dog anymore. You know.
The old guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of it's a cool opportunity. Let's do it. You know.
Yeah, this guy's still just hungry, wanting to take people's heads off. Maybe Anderson's got it, but it would suck to see Anderson get knocked out.
It definitely would.
Watching your heroes just get punched in the face.
By Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Do you follow Andrew Tate?
No.
Do you know who it is?
Oh, yeah.
You don't like him?
I don't dislike him. I don't really follow the guy, but I hear he's problematic.
For who?
Like most people, I think.
The system?
Didn't he, like, traffic humans or something?
What?
I think he got involved with some human trafficking.
What?
And I don't stand by human trafficking.
Where did you see that?
I just heard it, the internet.
Dude,
Am I hearing lies?
I think you're hearing lies. I think you're hearing exactly what the media set out to do with this guy.
Possibly.
Do you know who Patrick Bet David is?
Nope. Did he traffic humans?
Maybe. I don't know. So Andrew Tate, he was a kickboxer.
Yeah.
And
He was pretty good, wasn't he?
Who cares? I don't know. He's from Romania, supposedly. But anyways, he's just a business guy. He's a business mogul, whatever. And he started making a big impact on social media. And his target audience was 18 to 24-year-old males. And supposedly those are some of the most... You want to have control over that age group because those are going to be the people who lead the world in the future, right? Anyways, he was saying a lot of crazy stuff, as I'm sure you've heard. I mean, maybe not crazy, but just probably not politically correct. So they canceled him. They deleted him off everything. He said they, in like one push of a button, deleted his Gmail, his bank accounts, his social media accounts, like everything. His Ubers, his Airbnb, just got canceled.
If he did traffic humans...
I don't think so, dude.
If he didn't, that's kind of messed up.
I'm pretty positive he didn't traffic humans.
That's good.
Where did you even see that?
I don't know.
Like when, though?
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's when this whole media push was like... I just listened to a podcast with him and Patrick Bet David and this other entrepreneur. Anyways, they're really wealthy guys, and they know what they're talking about. But the whole thing, when you listen to him tell a story and the other people elaborate on it, you're like, wow, this is actually disgusting what happened.
How easy it is to just shut down a person.
They kind of just... It aligns with every other person who's ever gotten canceled. Like how they tried to cancel Joe... They tried to cancel Joe Rogan at one point to try to eliminate him from the internet. You know who they try to cancel is affluent white guys.
White guys got it tough.
Who else do they try to cancel? They try to cancel Trump?
They tried to cancel
they canceled
Dave Chappelle.
And what is he? He's
a black guy.
He's a black guy who has, not the standard philosophy, like,
Keep talking.
You get what I'm trying to say? He just doesn't have like a mainstream philosophy that everyone thinks he's supposed to be on board with, right? He's kind of opposing of some things.
Yeah.
Which is why they tried to cancel him. But it's just disgusting. They say that they try to cancel these types of figures because they awaken the minds of people like us and make us think differently. You got to listen to him talk about it. Like, he obviously...
I'll do some Andrew Tate research.
He talks about it a lot better than I do, but...
Yeah.
It all lines up.
I think it's one of those things, too, where it's lame to be in the middle, but it's kind of right there. Like, all these people, like, they do want to try to almost get a collective narrative going and control the masses, but then you also have people that legitimately get canceled that are like, yeah, they're just trying to cancel me, but they're actually just a piece of shit.
But like who?
I guess I don't have a great example off the top.
Yeah, I mean, I could see canceling people that are genuinely bad, but it's not like this guy was posting dick pics and, saying bad stuff on the internet. He was just telling his philosophy. Right? Yeah. He was just giving people his point of view of things, and they canceled him for it.
Yeah, that is shitty. Even if someone's point of view's, I don't even know what his point of view is, but if it is wrong, like, you still got to let a person talk.
They're taking away his voice. It's pretty crazy because they did that with the president, man. They deleted the president.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I bet you there's millions of accounts of people who've done, worse stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Any of those guys.
That's probably true.
Is Jelaine Maxwell canceled?
She probably should be. I think she is. I haven't heard anything from her in a while. I don't even know if she's alive.
If that Clinton list is true.
Dude, I was thinking about that. Like, the royal family and, like, the stuff about them, pretty wild.
Like what?
They're just all pedophiles, basically.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's who, they control everything. This whole group. We might get taken out, too, from talking about this.
I'm not worried about it. They can come for me. I got a month's worth of food. I'm doomsday prepped.
I'm moving all the time, so they can't find me.
Yeah, I move 5 times a year.
Yeah, but I believe all that stuff.
You're in a worse spot. You stay in one spot. You can't do that.
That's true. But it's disgusting, dude. I think it's all true. I think they're all pedophiles, and they all kill people, and they all want to have this one world order. I just see all these videos on Facebook. So,
you ever hear of the World Economic Forum?
Yes.
Pretty wild. Just rich guys trying to run world economics.
That's exactly what it is. They run the world.
I mean, it's pretty cool though. As far as like the arc of history, like when you've seen these incredible figures take over and like huge world empires, and then they break apart, and then they builds back up. I don't know. It's not that cool. You'd probably want less like fluctuation like that in the world and like less bad people taking over, but
it's scary, isn't it?
It's a little bit scary. Grand scheme though, it's not that scary. We'll live like 80 years probably, and there's like ups and downs, and things will go to shit, and things will be really good. And overall, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know. Maybe I just don't worry about things.
Maybe I'm just worried about it too much.
Somebody's got to worry about it. It has to be worried about. But I'm not that guy.
I think it's pretty worrisome, man. I think they're doing some bad stuff right now.
They probably are.
Some scary stuff. Did you see what they found in the Trump raid?
No.
Just a bunch of health documents and stuff like that.
They found like his doctor's
notes?
notes?
That's what they took. What the? It's pretty wild, man.
That is wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's wild. Shit's wild.
We got anything else to talk about?
I always have a running list of things to talk about.
I feel like we've just been talking about this world the whole time.
Jennifer Connelly's hot. That's one of my notes.
Who's that?
She's hot.
Okay. Jennifer. I'm looking her up right now.
Get that out of the notes. I covered that.
The notes? Okay, she's been in Top Gun. That's why you think she's hot. Hulk. Okay.
Yeah, she's got a great IMDb page full of bangers, and she's hot.
Really? Full?
Respect. I'm just saying.
Spider-Man?
I respect her.
Yeah, I respect her.
Yeah, I respect her career. I respect her looks. I don't know anything else about her.
Who do I think is hot? I love my fiance.
I don't even see other women.
Nope. Got the blinders on. Yeah. But last week's podcast was fun.
That was cool.
I had Dylan drop by, and then Michael just popped in, and I didn't even know he was coming. Apparently, I leave my front door unlocked too much. Could have been someone coming to raid the podcast or whatnot.
Yeah, could have been those people coming after us.
Kind of scared to put this episode out now.
I wouldn't worry about it. Just move afterward.
It's not very possible.
Yeah, that's tough. Buy another gun.
Yeah, man, I'm thinking about it. But then I think I'm too paranoid.
Doesn't hurt to have a couple.
I think I might start stocking up, though.
I figure a month is good.
Yeah.
Like, if you have
comfortable.
Like a month's worth of food, you give yourself a little bit of time to figure it out.
Yeah, if you got a month's worth, you don't have to worry about that month. You could try to, all right, what can I trade for?
What's the plan here?
Yeah. What
how
now?
How do we consolidate, get some people together, and start a tribe?
Yeah. I want to get a spare freezer and just start stacking that bitch.
It would just not be, the only problem with it is the food's not that good.
It's not. When you start saving it like that in mass quantities, I guess it could be.
It's just not.
But then you got to think about it. How are you going to cook it if the power grid goes down?
Start a fire.
I got a fire pit right there.
I could start a fire anywhere.
You should also, I guess you don't have to, but stock up on some firewood. I guess you could do that whenever, though.
Yeah.
Just find a tree.
Dude, but also, yeah, if it went to shit, you just go cut down your neighbor's tree. There's your firewood.
Yeah, luckily my neighbors aren't even around right now.
Yeah,
so.
go cut down their tree today if we want to.
Actually, I think he has some spare firewood he wanted to give me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great guy to have around.
Yep. Or I could just burn my fence down.
You could. You got a fence. You got trees. You got a couch. You got all kinds of firewood.
Dude, it's getting windy out there, huh?
Yeah.
That shade's really,
Oh, that thing's taking flight today.
I hope not. Maybe I should have shut that.
That thing's going to be a harpoon later on. What else is going on? I was a comedian once.
I heard that.
Bombed.
You only did it once?
Yeah, I bombed.
Do you watch
really
Kill
hard.
Tony?
Huh?
Do you watch Kill Tony?
Yeah, it's funny.
Dude, it's so funny. I started listening to that.
They're horrible comedians.
I know, but it's so funny when they roast them.
Yeah.
Because those are the funny jokes. It's like, oh, because it's real. You know, those people are up there. They kind of feel bad when they roast them like that.
It shows a huge difference, too, of who's, like, actually a good comedian and who's just kind of funny.
Do you like Shane Gillis?
Yeah.
Dude,
He's hilarious.
I've just started listening to him. Have you heard his Trump impersonation?
Yeah.
It's the best.
He's got a bunch of skits on YouTube that are hilarious.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to wrap this up, dude.
Let's
My
wrap it
computer
up.
just said it's going to die.
What else? Do I have anything I got to get off my chest before we get done?
Yeah, let it out now. You got any? You want to throw out your
in
tour dates or
casinos,
anything?
Everything in Vegas is a casino. I have that in my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just have grocery store. They just have slot machines. It's pretty crazy.
Gas stations
Gas stations
are
absolutely.
casinos.
Yeah. Post office, casino.
Really?
No.
That could be a little dicey, I think.
No, it's not, but it should be. Why not?
Yeah, I just won $50,000 from the post office last night.
I just sent off. I just paid Southwest Gas and I made $50,000. It's a good business model. Just make people voluntarily give you money on games.
Yeah, Vegas is weird, huh? There's a lot of weird stuff that happens.
Yeah.
Do you ever see any prostitutes or anything on the side of the road?
No,
Really?
I don't go downtown very much.
But is it? I think it's legal there.
I don't think it is.
Really?
Yeah. I think they kind of skirt around it, but I don't think technically it's legal.
But even if it is illegal, like, how are you going to catch them? It's Vegas,
That's
right?
I'm a free market guy. Make
It's
prostitution
Vegas.
legal.
I think Vegas is a free market.
Yeah.
Not much, you know,
Do what you want.
you could do what you want there.
Mexico a little further north.
Vegas is Mexico of Nevada.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, you can get whatever drugs you want. You can go party.
I don't do drugs.
I mean, I've never gotten any drugs. I'm 23 years old. Been drinking for like a year.
Yeah. But yeah, Mexico of Nevada.
It is a Mexico. Yeah.
You know what conversation I was in the other day? State capitals. What's up with those?
They suck.
Why is Carson City the capital of Nevada?
Las Vegas should be the capital of Nevada.
What is Carson City?
I've never even heard
Not
of
to shit on the place. I don't know them, but what the hell are they doing? Let's relocate. It's the year 2022. Things have changed since 1776.
Shouldn't the capital be the biggest city?
You'd think New York City is the economic hub of the world, basically.
Shouldn't Los Angeles be the capital of California? What is it, San Francisco?
Sacramento.
Stupid.
Who's doing stuff in Sacramento?
Stupid.
Wouldn't even be a place if there wasn't a Capitol building.
What about Arizona?
Albany, New York?
What's Arizona? Tucson?
I think it's Phoenix. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Something stupid.
Stupid.
Mojave Valley.
Let's update state capitals is all I'm saying. Who's ever done anything in Albany, New York? What is Albany, New York? There's a canal that goes there. Who cares?
Is there?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's the Erie Canal. Because it was important 200 years ago.
But what do they need
now.
a canal for in New York?
To get to the Great Lakes. It's actually a pretty important shipping hub, I think. But who cares? That's all I'm saying. Let's update some things. I got a bone to pick with Carson City is all I'm saying.
Yeah, Carson City's not that cool.
Carson City.
I don't know what they've ever done there.
Never done anything. Found some silver there, so they're like, this is the state capital.
Yeah. I bet you they film cars there or something, though.
They do something dumb.
Yeah. All right, dude, this laptop's about to die.
All right. Catch you later.
All right, we're going to wrap it up. Into the Essence episode, I think it's 6?
6.
Might be 5 or 6.
Who knows? Listen to it.
Yeah. All right, likes and subscribe. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.